I was talking with one of our students about how women empowered and jiu-jitsu has changed our lives. And I actually thought of a story that is not a life-changing moment, but I felt like it was a good representation of the difference between me before jiu-jitsu, women empowered, learning how to set boundaries, and then after. So I walked into this is several years ago, I want to say actually 3 years ago now, but I walked into a car dealership by myself, which I guess was my first problem. I walked in there and this guy greets me, a sales associate greets me. He asked me my name. I tell him my name is Eve, and he follows up with, "Oh, well, my name's Adam." Bet you never heard that one before. And I just was not in the mood that day. I had to get home to my kids. I had a very short period of time to go look at cars, and I just looked at him. I said, "I'm here to look at cars." And he kind of backtracked and was like, all of a sudden, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, had a more serious approach. And he kind of tried to throw some things in there every once in a while, but he's just showing me around the dealership. Then we come to one section, and then one of his managers, or one of the men who worked there, I kind of look over and he's like, "Eve, hey Eve, what's up? Oh my gosh, you're here." And I look over and it's one of our students, one of our Gracie University students. And he was a purple belt at the time. And he's like, "Man, you better watch out for her. She'll choke you out. Like, she'll beat you up." And the guy's like looking, he's like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yeah, she trains jujitsu. She teaches jujitsu." And the guy quickly changed his tone. And I felt like it was just one of those moments where you're like, that couldn't have come at a better time. Thank you. And I didn't have to show him anything, but it was just a beautiful moment. And really, again, it's not life-changing. It wasn't anything that, wasn't a situation that was going to change my life for the worse. But it was a reminder that I think the old version of me would have just gone in there, and when he started to flirt with me, I would have felt like, oh, I have to put up with this, or I have to almost flatter him in order to get a good deal on a car, or in order for him to pay attention to me or answer my questions. And I realized, no, I don't have to do that. I deserve to be able to walk into a dealership and ask questions about a car without getting hit on. And I can make that request, and that's okay. And that's what I did. So just a small example of how learning how to set boundaries and teaching this to others, and just the beauty of boundaries. So join us for this weekend. We are going to be doing a self-defense seminar, and part of self-defense is obviously physical techniques, but a whole nother part of self-defense is just learning how to set boundaries with others. And that is a part of the Women Empowered program. So we hope you'll join us.